caught Ed Begley Jr., Mariel Hemingway, and director Josh Tickle on the camera agreeing to work on an anti-fracking film while hiding who was funding it. Watch this.
On March 27, 2014, Academy Award Governor Ed Begley Jr., Academy Award-nominated actress Mariel Hemingway, and Sundance Award-winning producer Josh Tickle were caught on tape at the Beverly Hills Hotel meeting with a man named Mohammed, who they believed to be the son of a Middle Eastern oil family dynasty, to discuss the funding of the next anti-fracking film to the tune of $9 million. Mohammed was introduced to them through citizen journalists posing as ad executives purporting to represent Mohammed and his family.
If Washington, D.C. continues fracking, America will be energy efficient, and then they won't need our oil anymore.
Our motivation is, my motivation, my clients, where we want to. I'm trying to help his bottom line.
Yeah,
you know,
it's fine. We get that.
You're in with us on this side, right?
Oh yeah. Knowing where the money comes from
is only at this table.
This table, that doesn't go farther than this table.
No, absolutely. I would never say that.
My client's interest is to end, American energy independence. Your interest is to end fracking, and you guys understand that.
Correct. Yeah, super clear.
But we wouldn't make a pro-fracking movie if the oil company showed up and asked us.
That's true. We wouldn't do that. Sure.
No matter how much money.
But if the oil company showed up and said, "Will you make an anti-fracking movie?" we would say, "Yeah."
Water.
And tea.
For all this?
Anti-fracking.
Tea. Anti-fracking.
There we go.
Eternally.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
What a betrayal here with reaction tonight's great American panel. Imus in the morning producer, Jesus, Bernard McGurk.
Sean Hannity, me boy.
How are you?
The
Fox News senior correspondent Geraldo Rivera. Radio talk shows. Welcome back to New York. We don't get to see enough. Tammy Bruce is here. What do you say except they are betraying their country?
Well, we all know I'm based in Los Angeles, and most of my friends are in the film industry. I mean, it's a mining town. We know that it's liberal. We also know that conservatives have a problem, but this does go a step further, doesn't it? You can be a liberal and love the country. In this case, we're seeing the dynamic of what they know what they're doing, which is they are agreeing that they can be, you want America to be energy independent. It doesn't matter to them. It's about, I think, money in large part because of what was being offered, but also the fact that I think in Hollywood a great deal of it is resentment for this nation, that it's not just about liberalism, that it really is about not liking the country.
Geraldo?
Come on. I mean, this.
Hit him. It's all right.
I'm a fan of James O'Keefe. I'm a fan of James O'Keefe. I think he does great stuff.
And he released the whole video, by the way.
The Acorn and things like that. He's done some excellent work with.
This is good work too.
The pro-life counseling and all the rest.
I like him too.
But this is like so Hollywood producers are venal and they'll take money from anybody who'll produce their films. Come on.
Wait a minute.
It's not about patriotism.
What they're saying here is we don't want America to become energy independent. This is about
It's wormy producers hustling for money. That's what it's
Hemingway
about.
And Ed Begley Jr., they're not producers.
This is, by the way, the best film that Ed Begley Jr. and Mariel Hemingway have made in maybe their whole lives.
That may be a fair point.
But it's true. But listen, they're also agreeing to subsidize people who support terror and Sharia law at the expense of the American people. Don't forget that.
Look at what we
I want to hear Jay Leno and Ellen DeGeneres come out and condemn these people for doing this disgusting bit of betrayal.
All right, did you hear about this Cole Middle School? They canceled honors night. Why? Because it's exclusive. The kids that have the better grades. They've done this for all these years. Kids that get better grades, they go to honors night. The families go, but they have to cancel because the dopey kids that didn't study and work hard, they didn't get as good of grades, and they might feel left out.
Well, we've had a couple generations now dealing with this. I mean, the thing that makes a person, the inspiration that gives you the power to want to achieve more is seeing other people achieve more. Right. That there's a reason to want to get something. So you have competition. People who do well should be rewarded. There seems to be, and this comes from the left, perhaps people who themselves did not do well in school, wanting to make not doing well, lowering the bar, the basic standard.
Look at Geraldo. You want everybody to participation trophy, Geraldo?
What do I look like here? That all of a sudden, I just have one PS to the previous conversation. Al Gore sold Current TV for $400 million to the to Al Jazeera, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So he sold it to the petrochemical industry.
That's correct.
That's hypocrisy on a grand scale.
I got a picture of Al Gore getting into his Gulfstream, him and his wife.
Now, in terms of everyone getting awards, I'm conflicted about it. As the father of 5, the kids, some were really good at stuff, some not so good at stuff. I kind of want everybody to get recognized. Although I want stellar achievement to be obviously recognized.
There are winners.
Don't be too hard-nosed. I remember that when we had that discussion of the coach was beating up the kid in Texas football. The kid was like 3 years old playing tackle football, and you were defending him. Come on, kid, you can do it.
I wasn't defending all of it.
Come on, I know you're puking, but
there's a California mayor that actually said about this bullying. He told people, most people just have to grow a pair and stick up for their damn selves. I like Americans to be tough, rugged individuals, not a bunch of wimps.
Yeah.
If you win, you win. If you lose, be a good loser and a gracious loser.
And otherwise, you're doing the kids a disservice by falsely telling them the world is going to be the way it is when you're young. It's not. It's going to be just what you said.
How many kids you got?
I got 2 kids.
And don't you say nice job, Johnny or Mary?
If they did a nice job?
Quite so.
No, I give him a kick in the ass.
I'm with him. I give him a kick in the ass and say, what happened?
Maybe that's why my kids are still on the payroll.
And then those boys,
there you go. They made them dependent like the liberal you are, just like government.
Look, and all those little boys who are being kind of coddled then have to deal with guys like you and wonder why they don't get further. Maybe this is why you guys want everybody coddled, because then there's less competition.
And you want to kill off the competition.
Isn't coddling.
It's not.
By the way, in your life, you are a fierce competitor.
I am a fierce competitor.
So turn your kids into one. Don't give them a trophy if they lose.
Let's get those 3 years old back on that football field.
It's misplaced competition.
Get them, let's kick their little butts. Get that diaper off, kid. Where's your helmet?
Hey,
exactly.
Going back to the celebrities in Hollywood for 1 second. You guys, remember, they're protesting the Beverly Hills Hotel because of Sharia law.
Yes, that's my point.
The very same people who are then, saying,
That's
oh, sure, we'll do your film.
That was the point I just made.
That's the hypocrisy. That's the irony and ultimately
the hypocrisy. But producers rank somewhere just around child molesters in terms of their moral fiber, whether they're right or left.
Not that that's been a story in
Hollywood. Like money grubbing kind of, let's get this thing made no matter how we can make it.
That's sleazy.
That's why we're not in the business.
Sleazy.
That's why we're not in the business.
This is treason.
Good to see you all. Welcome back. And
Thank you.
coming up next tonight.